made it to the weekend, guys, and I hope you are so excited to start off with our very first Galactic Challenge for the Gungans. You know that really cool faction that a Legendary released and almost nobody has him. So I'm sorry about that, but hey, at least it's a really difficult one. So we are greeted on Naboo. We're facing off Keller and Beck, and Keller, he's a monster. He's an absolute monster. We do have a new global modifier called the Bigger Fish. There's always a bigger fish. And this basically gives a unique new locked buff, kind of similar to Mandalore, to a random character at the start. That big fish essentially can't get damage, immunity, protection up, or stealth, but gains 150% crit avoid, crit chance, crit damage, max health, max protection, and offense. If you kill the bigger fish, you become the bigger fish. That's the way of the world. That's the way of the universe, really. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Player modifiers are, of course, for our wonderful Gungans. If you do not have Jar Jar, you cannot red box this conquest. Not because it's too difficult, just because it's locked out of a feat. I'm very sorry. So, Gungans get Globe of Peace, essentially. If they start their turn with 100% protection, they're going to gain crit damage up and offense up for 2 turns. Whenever the shield generator uses that plasma pulse ability, which it uses after it's gone through those recharge stacks, it gains a stack of plasma shielding, and all Gungan allies gain Whiz Boomer, which can't be prevented or in any sort of way. Whenever we inflict debuffs on the enemy, we remove 2 stacks of recharge from the shield generator, which means, it's going to be going through and using that plasma pulse ability more and more frequently. If there is no allied shield generator, whenever we inflict 10 debuffs, all Gungan allies are gaining Whiz Boomer stacks. Whenever we gain 5 stacks of Whiz Boomer, essentially the next special attack that we use is going to remove all their turn meter, inflict daze on all enemies, can't be resisted or dispelled or any of that nonsense, and we inflict protection disruption, which means you remove all of their protection for 3 turns. It's great. It's great. And Whiz Boomer gives us 20% potency extra stack per stack, so you can get 100% additional potency, basically. The enemy, as Jedi, have got Humble Strikes. If we dispel their buffs, essentially, they're going to gain advantage and stack crit damage through the wazoo. They hurt. Trust me when I say they hurt. So, feats then. We need to win with a full squad of Gungans. You can't go in with 4 Gungans and an empty slot. That does not work for these feats, okay? So, apologies, Milo is barking his head off. Yeah, if you don't have Jar Jar, you simply can't get that red box. But it's okay, you can still get boxes below it, and that will still give you the Ommis, and that's okay. We need to win without using more than 3 special abilities, and we need to win after evading 10 attacks. So let's break this down. I'm going to do Gungans first, just to show you how it's done. Gungans can get all the feats in one turn, you have to be very careful about it. But we're just going to use the no specials and the Gungans. I'll still do extra teams for those of you that don't have Gungans, okay? Gungans then, just casually throw in your Relic 9 Jar Jar. Alright, so you go in with your Relic 9 Jar Jar, and you immediately get an evade. Looks like we've got the big fish on Gungan Bombardier, which is probably about the best thing that you could hope for, realistically speaking. You're going to focus on Jedi Knight Anakin, alright? Focusing on Jedi Knight Anakin, because he can quite literally just blow up the board if he so chooses. If he wants to, he can just do that AoE, and everybody just has a really bad time. Now, personally, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get rid of Mace here, because we might as well. What I'm going to do is only use specials on our Phalanx. The Phalanx is only going to be using his first special over here. That's going to give us a taunt. We need to have that taunt active. Alright, that taunt saves our shield generator, which is the most important thing in the world. Need to get rid of that taunt on Ki-Adi-Mundi as well. Need to get rid of the taunt on Ki-Adi-Mundi. There we go. Now we can go back and we can focus on Jedi Knight Anakin. Yeah, go after my Phalanx. He's taunting. That's exactly what you want to have happen. There's the mass assist. Now, what you will also notice is this Jedi team is unreasonably tanky. Get absolutely wrecked, Anakin. Anakin getting absolutely shreked there. You love to see it. You really do. Or at least I love to see it. Alright. So, here we go. Get rid of GMY. Use the shield generator stuff. Throwing things out. There we go. No more GMY. I believe we've only used 1 special so far. There we go. Second special coming in hot. I'm going to focus now on Ki-Adi-Mundi. I want to get rid of him. Although I also don't want him counter-attacking me all the time. He should be maybe good. There we go. We actually got Death Mark on Keller and Beck. So let's focus on Keller and Beck just for a little while. No more Death Mark. That's a shame. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that dodge. Get rid of the foresight. Let's poke at him. Call the assist. Can't do nothing about that. Yeet this out. Oh, death mark on Ki-Adi-Mundi. Beautiful. Beautiful. Jar Jar turns out it's a pretty good unit. Extra dodge there. So yeah, you can get the dodges with Jar Jar in this team. It's not ideal though. I wouldn't call it an ideal team to use for the evades. We've got other options available for us there. Let's actually just put this on auto basic now. We've defeated Keller and Beck once already, so it's just going to be a case of chew through all of his unreasonably large amount of protection, and then chew through his health and have a good time. It is a little bit unfortunate just how tanky this guy is. But there you go. Turns out Gungan's a pretty good faction. Gungans are a pretty good faction. Now again, if you don't have Jar Jar, you can't get that red box. You can't get most of these feats done because you don't have a full team of Gungans. But we are going to look at how to get simple tricks and evade 10 attacks, alright? So I'm going to start off with the evade 10 attacks, and I like to use a Jedi team. I'm going to start off with a Jedi team that does not use any Galactic Legends, alright? Simply because that's more useful, alright? If you've got JML, JML is the perfect candidate for this, okay? But we'll get back to that in a moment. Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi Knight Revan, GK, GMY, and Hermit Yoda is who I'm using. Let's go. Alright, so they got bigger fish on GMY, which is like a worst case scenario, truth be told. But we'll see if we can run with it anyway. So, mass assist onto Jedi Knight Anakin. You've got to get rid of him first. We're going to steal those buffs with Yoda, and then Yoda, and then pass it over. Get rid of that taunt. We want that direct focus over there on Anakin. Get rid of him lickety-split. Because he is a big old meanie. Call in GMY. Let's see. We already have foresight across the board. Got to be very careful with those AoEs, because these guys will counterattack and it will be lethal. Let's see. We'll pass over to GK here. Now, I want to get rid of that GMY, really. Let's do a mass assist on Mace. We've got a couple of evades already, which is great. Yes, the basic. Let's see. Does he have tenacity up? He does not. So I'm going to try and stun him. Here's an extra evade. Lovely. Let's get a mass foresight up. Go after GMY. Another evade. Lovely. Direct focus on GMY, because we want to get rid of him. Mass assist on GMY. Let's do a spready here. Keep that foresight. It is imperative that we keep that foresight up. Putting Master's Training on GK over there, just to make sure that we can try to keep him alive. There we go. GMY's gone. Great. Super. Now then, let's pass turns over here. Extra dodge there. Lovely. Let's get the stun out. And the mass assist. Beautiful. Beautiful. So what we want to do now is we want to use our foresight and trigger their counterattack. So I'm going to basic over here. Dodge. Wonderful. I'm going to hop here because he should evade that. Great. Now then, when I basic, because he's got over 50% health, we're going to gain foresight on GMY, and Keller and Beck should counterattack. And we dodge, of course. Yep. Those bonus attacks are lethal, though. Let's get rid of that foresight real quick. Heal up. I'm going to call in the attack with GMY here. And then we are going to do a spready for foresight. We're going to hop here. And let's do a basic here. You should counterattack with the dodge. Wonderful. Wonderful. We've got foresight on Revan right now. Let's see if I basic over here. Are you going to counter? No. Let's just get mass foresight across the board. Extra dodges. That's what we're looking for. We've got foresight, so we probably die here, but because he likes to take extra attacks. All right. Good. Good, 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 good. We do have foresight on Revan. It's the bonus attacks that get it. It's the bonus attacks that do the trick. Let's just do a basic here. Wonderful. Now we can place another Master's Training. I'm going to place it on Grandmaster Yoda. Extra dodges there. I think we've probably hit 10 dodges at this point. So we could probably quite comfortably just focus down on Ki-Adi-Mundi now, get rid of him, and go for the win. Always looking to spread that foresight. Use the event special ability. It's not the event special ability, it's Luke's leadership ability. But you know what I mean. Mass assisting. We'll hop here. And that's it. That should get you the dodges relatively easily, guys. Relatively easily. It can take a couple of attempts and all that sort of business, but you should be able to get it done without using a GL. Now, if you take that same approach, but you go in for a Jedi Master Luke leadership, you should be able to do it even better. Okay, just constantly call in people like GMY, spread all that buffs, get all that foresight, and have a good time with it. So, now we're looking for simple tricks, and in my opinion, the best team to use simple tricks for, if you're not using a GL, is going to be CLS. Now, this does require RNG as well, guys. You want to start it with the bigger fish buff on, like, Han Solo or CLS, basically. You want it to be on these guys. If it's on the enemy team, don't even bother, alright? So let's see if we can get a run with that. Alright, who's it on? It's on Chupio. Go straight after Anakin. Wonderful. That's a perfect scenario. You want Keller and Beck to hit someone, to counterattack, to get rid of the foresight on Mace, okay? Next up, we're just going to get rid of that. And then you want to focus on Anakin, okay? Focus on Anakin. We need to get rid of him as soon as possible. Fantastic. From here, we want to try to get... well, he's got buff immunity, so we're going to go over here to Keller and Beck. We're going to basic to get the confusion. Then we're going to blind the enemy team, all right? So that's 2 specials. Oh, we didn't land the blind on Grandmaster... Oh, Grandmaster Yoda died. Ouch for him. Ouch for him. Okay, so let's see if we can remove some turn meter over here. Oh, wow, we are just shredding people. Basic, basic, basic. There we go, just basics from here. Boom, auto basic. We should be okay. Now, Keller and Beck, don't underestimate him. Him on his own is still lethal. He can, like, wipe your board. But... simple tricks with CLS can work. You just need to make sure... basically, just try to get that that bigger fish buff on someone like Chupio or Han Solo. If it's on the enemy team, just back right out. Just back right out. Go after Han Solo, kill Han Solo, and then try to control the team and win with basics, okay? Use your special abilities only when necessary. Blinds and dispels. Get that buff immunity on Mace at the start, and you should be okay. Now, if you've got Jedi Master Kenobi and you want an easier time doing the, win with no specials, Jedi Master Kenobi is a really, really good way of getting it done, all right? So you can't use Gas in the team because Gas is going to... he's going to... every time he uses his extra attack on his basic, that counts as a special attack, all right? So we'll go in with Kenobi, we'll go in with this, and let's say we could put in Xaereth, but I'm going to put in Padme, all right? So, Jedi Master Kenobi with Cat, throwing in Snips. We're just going to use the event special ability. We're going to use the special over there on Cat to reset her cooldowns. We've used 1 special so far. Look at the damage on that. That's ridiculous. I don't want to yeet Mace. That seems like a waste to me. Basic. So much damage. Let's see. Let's get rid of that. I nearly used a special ability there. That would have been bad, wouldn't it? There we go. Basic to get rid of that. Wonderful. Let's get rid of Foresight. Wow, that's so much damage. Alright, cool. Let's see. Can we just yeet Keller and Beck, I wonder? We can. So get rid of Keller and Beck. That's 2 specials that we've used so far. Our next focus is going to be on their Jedi Knight Anakin. So we actually have bigger fish over here on Cat. I don't know if Keller and Beck had it originally. You just want to be using basics right now. Yep. Basic. Basic over here. I don't know if using the ultimate counts as a special ability, but I'm going to assume that it does and not use any other specials from here on out. We're just going to use basics now. Get rid of that. Come on, defeat that Anakin. Gosh, he's an absolute menace, isn't he? He's an absolute menace. A menace to society. GMY over there trying to cause me issues. Let's get rid of GMY next, whilst we can avoid the taunt. Beautiful. Cat is absolutely monstrously good with that bigger fish ability. Fortunately for us, the basics from Padme do actually do a little bit of that healing, just not, of course, on the character who has bigger fish. Now, it's a little bit unfortunate that we're going to have to attack Ki-Adi-Mundi here, and he's going to be counterattacking. Alright, basic. I'm hoping he's going to change stance. There we go. Much better if he's changing stance. And that's it. 3 specials. It's not clean, it's not quick, it's not easy, but hey, it certainly can work. And that's going to about do it for today's episode of Galactically Challenged featuring the Gunganos. Sorry for those of you that don't have Jar Jar, but get ready to experience Gungan Galactic Challenges, probably every other Galactic Challenge for the next 6 to 7 years. Alright? Nice! Make sure you like the video and consider subscribing to your boy Scribe, and a big shout out to my wonderful patrons. You guys are the bomb. I will see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.